does it look all shiny like that? Yeah, it looks better. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is basically going to be about my spirituality and my whole story and how I became the spiritual bitch that I am. No, I'm joking, but for me, spirituality is just being a human, honestly. Like, I never think of spirituality as something separate or like a specific topic. I really think it's just our experience on this earth right now. Because what else could it be? It's connecting to spirit, it's connecting to your inner self, or something that feels beyond you, above you, more powerful than you, whatever you want it to be. But for me, spirituality is feeling very, very deeply connected to everyone around me and everything around me, every living thing, even the non-living things. Like, everything's made of some kind of material that came from Earth and nowhere else. So yeah, so I guess I should start from the beginning of my life. I'm sorry guys, I didn't write anything down. This is kind of just a freestyle because I didn't really want to write anything down. I just kind of wanted to see what would happen, and if it goes horribly, sorry, I'll write stuff down next time. I grew up Christian, you know, in a Christian family where everyone believed in God, everyone believed in heaven and hell, and I remember I never really went to church like that. We would go every once in a while, but we didn't really go to church like that. At a young age, I never had any like specific religion pushed on me. I mean, yes, Christianity, but I didn't necessarily feel like anyone was pushing me, or I just never feel pushed by anyone to believe any certain thing. I've always been, you know, I always thought for myself, especially being an only child, I just feel like I come to conclusions a lot for myself regardless of what other people have going on. That's why I am the way I am. That's why I'm vegan and no one else in my family is. Like, I really am just doing this because of me. Like, there is no external reason for why. Yeah, I grew up in Christianity, prayed every night, loved having my prayers. My mom knows, like, I was strict with my routine and my prayers. But when I was younger, I used to think God was a she. Anytime I thought of God, I thought of she. And I know everyone says like Christianity God like, is just spirit, it's genderless, it's sexless, it's just spirit. Be like saying he and stuff. They'll be like, oh, he does this, he's so powerful. They don't say it is so powerful. No one calls God it. Y'all be saying he. And that's fine. But for me, when I heard someone say he for the first time, in my head I was like, he? You mean she? There's a gnat in here. You mean she, right? Because God's definitely a she. I know that for a fact. Yeah, what also didn't sit right with me, not saying that it didn't give me structure or morality, you know, because it did, it definitely helped with that, but I feel like I could have gained that on my own. Like, I don't need to read a book in order to know what's right and wrong, but I see the values for what it is and what it stands for and just the structure that it puts together, and it's just something for people to read and just, you know, kind of reflect on. And so I understand it for that purpose, and I don't think any religion is unnecessary. I feel like people should connect to spirit any way they can. So if that is religion for you, like, fucking do it. Like, if that shit makes you feel like you're doing exactly what you're meant to do on this earth, then that's what you're supposed to do. I don't even really subscribe to anything specific because I just personally feel like, since I don't know and I don't fully resonate with Christianity or any religion fully, not 100%, even though I see what is good from different religions, I think I just don't want to, like, I don't want to subscribe. I don't want to subscribe to anything that I'm not ready to subscribe to. Simple as that. I also just didn't like the fear my mom or my family or my parents, or just, I don't know, anytime I felt like I was learning about this religion, I just felt like there was some kind of fear that was being instilled in me in order to listen to what the Bible says and listen to God and all that stuff is, oh, well, if you don't do this and you sin too much even though God loves you and forgives all, but if you sin too much, you're going to hell. You're going straight to hell. You're out of here. You're not going to heaven. You're not going to have a good time after life. You're going to just suffer for the rest of your life if you don't do what, I don't know, like that freaked me out as a child. I was so freaked out hearing that growing up. But it's weird because I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like more and more people are not religious nowadays. It's a generational thing almost, or maybe because we're coming into the age of Aquarius. I think we think differently as a generation. I meet a lot of people actually who aren't Christian, but then I meet people who are Christian too. But I don't know, I attract a lot of non-religious people in my life, so me having that freedom younger with what I believed in, or like not feeling that pressure even though I practiced Christianity, I still kept an open mind to other things.
Today I learned I should probably write everything down that I want to talk about for YouTube videos, but this is when I meant to bring up that I took Buddhism in college, and that really opened my mind to things like meditation and other lifetimes and just different ways of viewing the world, and realizing that religion isn't only just in Christianity, but it's also a worldwide thing where it's so different and people all over the world have so many different views just depending on where they're from.
I want to find myself first before I subscribe to anything, if I even do, but I'm not going to say that I won't. For me, spirituality is really just my daily practices that I keep in order to keep my mental, my physical, leads to keeping my spiritual in check. I think keeping my mental and physical covered, and I'm doing what I have to do in order to make myself feel good on the outside, that corresponds to what happens inside. That's even why I'm vegan. I really have this theory. I mean, it's kind of true though. There's like been research showing, but I don't have any research on me. So the main reason why I really don't eat factory farmed animals is because of all the stress and all the shit that the animals go through. I don't want to be eating that stressful filled, hormone filled meat, all that torture and all of that trauma that animal went through, and then transfer it to myself. Energy does not created nor destroyed. That's like science 101 or some shit, physics 101. For me, I'm like, if I'm eating this is probably contributing to my mental health and physical health. So that's one reason why I decided to get rid of meat and yeah, focus more on plants. Just taking care of myself and doing yoga because it's good for your body and your bones, and learning what keeps you young for a very, very long time. If you don't take care of your body will deteriorate. Believe it or not, strength training, very important. For your joints and your knees in order to not get like osteoporosis or bone problems when you get older. Like some old people I know you see that be like working out, doing all that crazy shit, and we be like, oh, look at that old person, he's going nuts. But yeah, that's gonna be me. I'm gonna be that old person going nuts at the beach, running like on the sand. Yeah, that's the life I want to live. Like I want to live a long life. So that's what some of my practices include: yoga, meditation, journaling, affirmations, just even reading too, because I don't know, I just, any good habits I put in my little spirituality practice. So that's stuff that I try to practice every day. I don't do every single thing every day, but I just try my best to. Also filing my nails, which I've been suffering at, but that's a practice for me that makes me feel good on the outside, which leads to making me feel good on the inside. So that's what makes me feel whole. And just doing things like going outside, breathing fresh air, feeling connected to all the plants and just the good things around me, and connecting with like loved ones, friends, and family. I try to just take it in as much as I can. I graduated high school and I came to FSU, and I was living on the dorms, and I got really, really depressed. It was a mixture of things. I was put on birth control for the first time. I was chasing this guy, but you know, chasing the wrong things. Having a culture shock because I'm from South Florida, and as diverse as South Florida is, Tallahassee, FSU is kind of the opposite. I know there's a care program there. It's like a group of minority kids that, like, you know, are on FSU campus. But I didn't come in with care, so I just felt really like lonely when I first got there. And plus with the Depo-Provera shot that I got, the birth control that lasts like 3 months, that fucked me up. So that sucked. I was just really like depressed. I don't think I've ever been like depressed before, but I definitely felt like life was not worth living at that time because I came into school doing something I didn't really want to do. I just did it because I was like, oh, you do it for the money. I was a mathematics major. I've always liked math in high school, but I don't think that's my real passion. I've always been an artist at heart, so I don't know why I was like a mathematics major, but I just always wanted security in my life, and I still do want that security. That's something that I'm working on now, not feeling like I'm running out of things and that I'm depleting of things and that I am abundant. That is one of my affirmations, actually, that I am abundant. Spirituality to me is just working on yourself every single day, like wanting to be better, waking up and saying, okay, what am I gonna do today that'll make future me happy? I also started getting into crystals and tarot reading and just astrology, and I fully believe in all those things, and reading my chart, and I know so many things about like each planet and each sign and all the houses. Like I have some like deep research. Honestly, I should talk about that on my channel here. Like, would y'all be down? Because I know about all that shit. I could even do tarot readings again because I want this to really be like a safe space. That's exactly what my channel is supposed to be. Other than whatever I want it to be, but I just want it to be a safe space for myself, and I want to grow in confidence with showing you guys my things, because I have so many exciting things I want to share with you guys. Sorry, this is supposed to be spirituality, but I mean, this is kind of like now like a sit down talk for me. But sorry for the cut, sorry for the outfit change, sorry for all of that. I was interrupted, but I really want to finish this video today, so hopefully the energy isn't too different from when I was filming earlier. So I got to college. I was on my own for the first time. I was going through culture shock, and I was going through this hormonal depression from birth control, and I was just a mess. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, and life was looking pretty hopeless. I was kind of wondering,
what's the point of life if all I was taught to do was get good grades in school in order to make it here, in order to have a good life and have security, and get a regular job in order to...
I don't know. When I was a kid, I guess I didn't really think too hard about life, in the sense of what I would be doing with my life after school, or like I just thought, you know, you do good in school and the rest of life is easy. Of course, that's such a childish belief to think now, and I've grown out of that. But yeah, now I'm just chasing my dream, and it's my journey into my spirituality has definitely helped with that. Here I am in this mathematics major at FSU, in a dorm, depressed, never going out, never going to parties, not really making any friends, not really having that many friends, going through it with the current friends I had, and questioning who I had around me, why I had them around me, and what I really wanted next in my life, and feeling hopeless, and going to FSU counseling and not relating to the counselors that were in training there. I decided to start working out again. I was also eating like shit. I wasn't taking care of myself. I just started going to the gym, and once I started going to the gym, I started looking into health and nutrition and how that plays into your brain, and you know, I just fell down the rabbit hole of lifestyle living, you know. I went pescatarian after working out for a while. Like I said, I just didn't feel connected to eating meat anymore, so I cut that out. Once I got off my birth control, and once the 3 months were up, I was still feeling the side effects, but after those 3 months, I was well into my workouts. I was feeling good, I was feeling better, and I was feeling energized, and I was like, wow, like what else can I do in order to make life worth living again? So that's kind of when I started like falling back into things that made me happy, and that's when I started making music, and I posted my first song on SoundCloud, and really, I think that's what my depression ended. It was like another rebirth for me. And I've had rebirths before in the past, and that's the thing about my rising sign. I go through a lot of transformations. I'm a Scorpio rising, so my whole life feels like just a bunch of transformations and deep shit. And I don't know, I mean, that's everybody though, but for me, it'd be feeling daunting sometimes. And I just kept falling back into my creativity, and honestly, that's what pulled me out of my depression and trying to really force myself to live instead of thinking life was gonna come to me. I'm still working on that. I still have down days. I still have down days when I'm not on my shit. I'm pretty down bad, but that is another thing for spirituality for me. It's being grateful for where I am, no matter where I am, and being happy and feeling loved by those who love me. That's pretty much what I would like to say about that. I think I said it all. Spirituality, man, and my spiritual journey. Is it really ever over? No. Yeah, I still have a lot to learn in life, and this is just the beginning. I think my whole life is going to be spiritual. I learn something new every day about myself, and I work on myself every single day, and I'm probably going to discover even more as I continue in this life. Thanks for watching this video, holding myself accountable to the things that I do and not looking for external reasons why your life isn't the way you want it, and it really just realizing it's you. It's either you're going after what you want or you're not, and that's on you because nobody can make you get to where you want to go. But I say I believe in you, and we're all in this together, and we will get where we need to go. I love you guys. Comment what you guys think. Leave a like if you appreciated this video, and subscribe if you want to see more from me, your girl.
Can you subtract, out of my life, negative attack? I just hit block, I regret that shit. Maybe you should just try to check on me.